Now I'd like to have Jackie McDonald come up here. She's going to do present this year's Bread and Roses Award.
Well, hi, I'm here to tell you about our Bread and Roses Award winner this year. I have known our Bread and Roses Award recipient, Jean Pataky, for many years, mainly from serving on committees with her. She's a caring and passionate worker whose fingerprints are everywhere, that the arts and women's issues are being defended and promoted. I go to a NOW meeting and she's there. I go to an opening at the Art Museum and she's there. I read a program at a concert and there's her name among the angels. For several years, I took my elderly mother, a retired teacher, to AAUW meetings, and Jean was a fixture there. The first thing I remember about Jean is the unusual purses she used to carry. There was that thing that looked kind of like a lunchbox or something,
Yeah.
or like a little sort of a steamer trunk. I wondered how she could carry that. It would bang her hip, I would think. And then the other thing I remember about Jean from way back is that it seemed like she was always just about to be going to or had just got back from the Shakespeare Festival at Stratford in Ontario. And now for several years I've worked with her in planning this event, the Women's Equality Day dinner. Her specialty is creating decorative and relevant centerpieces for the tables. And tonight in those little chests, the candies there are specially made by McDonald's homemade candies. So Jean usually buys a table for her friends, often a table for MCC students, nudges MCC to buy a table, and contributes generously to our silent auction. In her own words, here are some of the things Jean Pataky has done to support equality for women. Membership in AAUW, the American Association of University Women, serving the Muskegon branch as president and treasurer and on the board. She supported the AAUW legal fund used by college and university women who have been victims of gender bias in tenure and promotion cases throughout the country. That fund has made the difference for many women who were kept from positions that they have the right to fill. She's been a longtime member of the National Organization for Women. Go now. She served on the board of the Michigan College English Association, which supported revisions of the canon of literature to include works of women and minorities. It matters a great deal what texts are chosen for college study. Eurocentric works by male writers used to rule the curricula, not now. In 1995, she presented a paper at the academic conference headed up by Florence Howe, founder of the Feminist Press, and that preceded the Fourth World Conference on Women in Beijing. The following year, Jean was invited to present a paper at the first International Conference on Family Violence, which was held in Singapore. Since retirement at the end of 1996 from Muskegon Community College, did I say that she used to teach at Muskegon Community College? Jean now devotes her energy to volunteer organizations, including the terrific ad hoc group that annually puts together Muskegon area's Women's Equality Day dinner, one of the visible ways we celebrate our right to vote and our commitment to gender fairness. I present to you our Bread and Roses Award recipient for 2011, Jean Scales Pataky.
Is this the right? Okay, good. One of the things that I found important in my life, when I went to Beijing, we were invited to bring a poster. I had a little carry-on type rolly suitcase, and I had to find a way to put something together for a poster exhibit, so I did it with fabric. I still have it. Frank Marzak looked at it and he said, "Who made this for you?" And I said, "I made it." Women do all kinds of things, and we are diverse. We're inventive, we are risk takers. Sometimes we make crummy decisions, but quite often we know how to mend things as well. What I found out because of the theme of my poster, which got repeated endlessly, in China, there is that line from a lovely old story, "Women hold up half the sky." It's such an honor, and if I leave with one idea, it's the whole idea of what this group comes together every year to do, to celebrate our enfranchisement to vote. If you do anything, get young people to register, to know the candidates, and to get to the polling place. Thank you so much. It's a wonderful opportunity.
Thank you.
And the other thing about it, my sister is my role model, and she came up from Kalamazoo to share this, and it was wonderful. Thank you.
And now we'll welcome back Faith Grosbeck, who will present this year's Young Feminist Award.
We started this award last year to emphasize activism among youth. It's actually the Young Activist Award. And because we're a little bit overachievers, two of us ended up buying bread and roses for the Bread and Roses Award, so the Young Activist is going to get them too. Elizabeth Fox, known by friends and colleagues as Ellie, grew up in Grand Haven. She had her first taste of activism at age 12. Canvassing houses by her mother's side, who's also here tonight, for Jennifer Granholm's first gubernatorial run. In high school, Ellie worked with a determined group of peers to form the first gay-straight alliance in Grand Haven. Due to community resistance, 3 years passed before school administrators approved the club. Her freshman year at the University of Michigan, she petitioned to raise the state's minimum wage from its then poverty level of $5.15 an hour. Her contributions helped the Ann Arbor chapter of the statewide initiative to collect over 40,000 signatures. That overwhelming response from voters was key in pressuring the state legislature to pass their own bill, raising the minimum wage to its current $7.40 an hour, which was signed by Governor Granholm in 2006. Ellie expressed commitment for social justice throughout her college career. For 3 years, she volunteered as a panelist for U of M's Office of LGBT Affairs Speakers Bureau, where she combated ignorance by speaking at educational events concerning lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and ally issues. As a sophomore at the university, she co-facilitated dozens of social identity workshops that explored societal interpretations and consequences of race, social class, gender, sexual orientation, religion, and ability-disability issues. Her skills and leadership in the program led her to peer facilitate 2 undergraduate classes as an upperclassman, one taking on gender, the other white racial identity development. I don't know about you, but they didn't have those when I was in college. We've come a long way. In 2009, Ellie was awarded the Patricia Gurin Certificate of Merit for Academic Mastery in Intergroup Relations and Social Justice Education, and graduated with her Bachelor of Arts degree in Women's Studies. In 2010, Ellie accepted a job at Muskegon Community College as an enrollment services representative. She assists students through the college enrollment process and talks with folks of all ages about the incredible value of higher education. In her first year at the college, she coordinated the first ever West Michigan Lead Summit in collaboration with the National Latino Education and Advocacy Day LEAD at California State San Bernardino. The West Michigan event, attended by 90 community leaders, was held to promote programming, policies, and best practices that support Latino student success throughout high school and into college. Outside her work promoting access to higher education, Ellie is concerned with issues of social class, poverty, and constitutional rights right here in Muskegon. She is currently involved with a group of concerned citizens in Muskegon called Letters Are Better, which formed in February 2011 after the local sheriff passed an ordinance prohibiting all mail exchange between Muskegon County Jail inmates and their friends and family, with the exception of only a postcard. The group is working to reverse the sheriff's unnecessary policy, which violates First Amendment rights. Ellie, will you please come and accept your award?